Good evening, everybody. Welcome to game number 6 in the World Baseball Association playoffs of 2024 between the Pennsylvania Phillies and the Georgia Braves. This game is going to be played at SunTrust Park in beautiful downtown Atlanta, Georgia. Georgia took a 3-2 series lead after winning game 5 by a score of 4-3, having scored a run in the eighth and a run in the ninth. And even though Pennsylvania came back to tie it, Georgia took the lead and pretty much sealed the deal for the win. Night on hand, we're going to have Ed Walsh, who's going to look to tie this series. He's pitched in 2 games, has won 1 game. Dylan Cease went 0-1 in his own start and did not fare well at all. Lineup changes here. They're going to take out Stan Musial, who's really been struggling. Mickey Vernon to play first base and bat second. Piazza to bat third slot and catch. So a little bit of some changes here to get some more pop in this lineup, as they really need it at this point. I'm going to start the game here. Wind's blowing out today at right field at 10 miles an hour. That should favor the right-handed batters. 47,127 at SunTrust Park gives the pitch. Ground ball to second, and can't dig it out of his glove. And they're going to give him an infield hit here. Throw to second, and he caught stealing. Nice throw there by Josh Gibson. Here's Mickey Vernon. Ground ball to third. Phillips will fire to first. There's a second out. Trying to be aggressive here, but Josh Gibson throwing that ball to second. He threw a seed. That pretty much snuffs any type of threat. A walk to Piazza. Here's Ken Griffey Jr. The 0-1 to him. It was a line drive by right to Phillips. 10th the inning. An infield hit by Wagner, but that was spoiled with a caught stealing. Phillips, Robinson, and Cobb. Phillips has not driven in a run in 30 at bats so far in this postseason. Here's the 0-2 by Ed Walsh. Ground ball to short, and a tough play by Stephen Drew. That's going to be an infield hit for Tony Phillips. Here's Jackie Robinson batting 349 in these playoffs. So 3-1 is a line drive basing up the middle. Phillips will wind up at third. Aggressive base running, first and third, nobody out. Ty Cobb, 16 of 46, has cooled down a little bit, but has 2 home runs and 10 RBIs nonetheless. As a steal a second, not in time, as Robinson steals the bag. 2-2 to Cobb. Swung on and missed. What a nice screwball for strike 3. They're going to intentionally walk Frank Thomas to load the bases for Moise Alou with 1 down. The 3-2. Ground ball to short on a second for 1. That'll be it. A run will score. And Tony Phillips will wind up scoring, and they've taken a 1-0 lead. So looked like a tailor-made double play ball. He got the throw to second, but couldn't get the ball out to get the double play. Josh Gibson, the 0-2, drives it, but right at the right fielder. Reggie Jackson in the inning. He's got Wilson, Jackson, and Bell. Wilson has hit the ball better, but he's still batting 222. He does have 3 homers and 8 RBIs. There's a 2-1. Dylan Cease. Ground ball hard hit right to Stephen Drew, who throws it to first to pick up the out. There's the first out of the inning. Reggie Jackson has 2 homers, 7 RBIs, batting 233. Here's the 3-2. Line drive in a foul turn, but the ball is dropped. And Jackson stays alive as a 3-2. Ground ball to second. Robinson will pick it up, throw to first. So an error here that doesn't hurt anybody. Here's a second out. And here's Buddy Bell, the 2-2. Swung on a miss, strike three. Nice pitch there. Georgia up 1-0. Got Grissom, Drew, and then Cease. Grissom drives to the center. Caught by Griffey for the first out. Stephen Drew, the 0-1. Line drive, base hit the other way. And Stephen Drew's on. He's hit very well this postseason. I'll give a chance for Dylan Cease to make his bat meaningful. He does. It'll be 3-4 on a putout on a sacrifice to move the runner over to second. The 2-1 to Phillips. Ground ball to first. Nice play by Vernon, who'll throw it to the pitcher. That'll end the inning. So after 2, Georgia clings to that 1-0 lead. Herr, then Walsh, then Wagner. The 0-2 to Tommy Herr. Lines it for extra bases. That'll be a double, at least a triple here, maybe. It'll keep him at second. And Tommy Herr on at second with nobody out. A bunt. Trying to take that bunt down. He does. Moves around to first. That'll end the inning. Excuse me, that'll be the out here. 5-4 on a putout. Now you got to run over the score position with one down for Honus Wagner, who is singled. He's batting .488 in these playoffs. There's the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Got him. 99 miles an hour on a fastball. Here's Mickey Vernon. Lines it up the mid. Oh, but right to Stephen Drew to end the inning. Hard hit ball. But nothing doing. Good defense there. Robinson, Cobb, and Thomas. Robinson picked up a single, wound up moving Phillips to third. Ground ball to first, and an unassisted play for Mickey Vernon for the out. Cobb hit struck out. His last time up, there's a 3-2. Swung on and missed again. Nice pitch inside for the out. Frank Thomas was intentionally walked. He gets walked again to face Moise Alou with a ground ball to drive in a run. He's batting just .214, though. There's a 2-2. Ground ball to third. Nice play by Bell. You throw high fires to first. That'll end the inning. Through 3 innings, Georgia clings to a 1-0 lead. We enter the top of the fourth. Mike Piazza walked his first appearance. There's the 0-2. Weak pop-up to Stephen Drew for the out. Ken Griffey Jr. is 0-1. Here's a 2-0. Drives it and a base hit to right center. So Griffey's on with one out. Hack Wilson, the 0-2. Caught looking, strike 3, nice curveball for the second out. Pitch to Jackson. The throw to second, and he caught stealing for Griffey. That'll end the inning. To the bottom of the fourth now. Gibson, Grissom, and Drew. Here's the 0-1 to Josh Gibson. Ground ball to first. Verno will pick it up and fire it over to Eddie Walsh for the first out of the inning. Grissom's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch by Eddie Walsh. Drives at the left, but this is playable for Cobb. Routine play for the second out of the inning. Stephen Drew is singled. Here's the 1-0. Drives it the other way. Another base hit for Stephen Drew. That'll bring in Dylan Cease. Got to sacrifice a board as a pitch. A ground ball to second. Gobbled up by Tommy Herr, however. Will collect it, throw to first to end the inning. On across there, we go to the top of the fifth now. Reggie Jackson, Buddy Bell, and Tommy Herr. Jackson didn't do really anything of consequence for us. We're just sort of looking to get a second. Here's a drive hit the other way at the track. Cobb gets it and picks up the out. Buddy Bell's 0 for 1. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Drives it the other way. That was a base hit by Buddy Bell. Tommy Herr was singled his last time up. See if we can do anything here. There's a wild pitch to move the runner over to second. The 3-1 to Herr. Ground ball to third. Stares the runner to second. Fires to first. Gets the out. 2 down. Nice play there by Phillips. Eddie Walsh. Sacrifice the runner over. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to first. Hard hit, but right at Thomas. That'll end the inning. To the bottom of the fifth. Phillips, Robinson, and Cobb coming up. A 1-1 to Phillips. Drives at the left center, but this is playable for Wilson for the out. Robinson's 1 for 2 and has stolen a base. Here's a 2-2. Ground ball to short. Wagner fires to first to Vernon. Routine play with a 6-3 putout. There's out number 2. Ty Cobb's had 2 at-bats and struck out twice on pitches high and in. Here's the 1-0. Ground ball to second. Vernon will go unassisted on the bag at first for the final out of the inning. Through 5 complete innings, 1-0 in favor of the Braves. The top of the order with Wagner, Vernon, and Piazza. The 3-2 to Wagner. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 99 miles an hour. 0 for 2 is Mickey Vernon. Here's the 1-2. Lines a nice play by Robinson for the second out. The 2-2 to Piazza. Struck him out. Nice curveball by Dylan Cease. And a 1-2-3 inning for Pennsylvania. It's just slowly and surely starting to run out of outs here. Bottom of the sixth with Thomas, Alou, and Gibson. 2 walks to Frank Thomas today. Swung on a miss. Got him. Nice curveball. Alou, 0 for 2 and an RBI. Struck him out. Nice screwball for Walsh's 4th strikeout. Gibson, the 3-2. Ground ball to short. Wagner will fire to first. And he equals in the task with a 1-0, with a 1-2-3 inning to the top of the 7th inning now. As Dylan Cease has really pitched well in it so far. Ken Griffey Jr. The 2-2. Weak pop-up to Stephen Drew. There's the first out of the inning. Hack Wilson, the 1-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 for out number 2. The pitch to Jackson, the 1-1. Drives it the other way, right at Cobb. That'll end the inning. And through 6.5, Georgia clings to that 1-0 lead. Excuse me about that. Bill Terry to come in and pinch hit for Marquise Grissom. So Grissom's gone. And Bill Terry to make his 5th appearance. His last time up with an RBI single to win Game 5. The 1-0 to by Walsh. Drives it to center. Playable by Griffey. And there's out number 1. The pitch to Stephen Drew has gotten 2 for 2. 343 to playoff so far. Ground ball right to the pitcher. He fires to first. There's a second out. The pitch to Dylan Cease, the 1-0. Weak pop up right to the catcher for Piazza. It ends the inning, and through 7 innings, a 1-0 duel here. So Mike Cameron will come in for defensive purposes. Marquise Grissom went over 2. Mike Cameron comes in. He's playing all games this series. Defensive purposes, he's had a chance to get some at bats. So he's a bit more involved. 93 pitches for Dylan Cease as he enters the eighth. Buddy Bell, Tommy Herr, and Ed Walsh. They're going to bring in a pinch hitter as a Stan Musial replaces Buddy Bell here. And it's Sparky Lyle and David Bednar in a bullpen. The 3-2 to Musial. Drives it the other way in a left center, but this will be caught by Cobb. And there's the first out of the inning. Tommy Herr. 1 for 2 today. Here's a 2-1. Ground ball to third. Phillips flips it over to first for the second out of the inning. The 1-0 to Eddie Walsh. Ground ball to second, fires to first. He got it. They're going to keep him in this ball game, if not only because he's pitching well and throwing zeros, but that could change with the bullpen coming in. Dick Allen to come in and play third base. So you're going to have the order of Phillips, Robinson, and Cobb to come in. 92 pitches here by Walsh. He's pitched very well. Here's a 1-0 to Phillips. Ground ball to second. Herr will fire to first, and he gets the out. Robinson's 1 for 3. Here's the 0-2. Struck him out. Nice changeup. Freezes him for strike 3. Here's Ty Cobb, 0 for 3 today. He kept relatively quiet as a 2-2. Ground ball. There's no way he's going to get him. And an infield hit. A pitch off for ball 1. 3-2. Weak pop up. Weak pop up right to Tommy Herr. That'll end the inning. And now to the bottom of the ninth they go. A 1-0 score. And Pennsylvania at 3 outs away, and they will be eliminated for postseason contention. And Georgia will book their ticket and go to New York, but we'll find out if that's going to happen. Dylan C. still in the ball game. And Honus Wagner's were trying to get on base here. So you got a 1-2 pitch here. We pop up right to the first baseman, Thomas, and there's the first out of the inning. Mickey Vernon trying to get on. The 2-2. Line drive and a base hit up the middle, and Vernon's on with one down. In comes Ken Griffey Sr. to replace Mike Piazza. And they're going to need a left-handed bat here. Strike 1. Ball inside. Ball outside in the dirt, 2-1. Ball three. And ball four as Ken Griffey Sr. collects a walk. Ken Griffey Jr. to come on in with two runners on and one out. A ball. Another ball. Ball three. There's a strike down the middle. Another strike call. There's a 3-2. Drives it to left field. Cobb is under it. Makes the catch for the out. No runner moves. Two down. And we're down to the last out here with Hack Wilson, who's gone 0 for 3 today. Got good runners here, but here's the pitch. Slider away. Curveball outside. Strike one down the middle. Low at a curveball. Strike two at a fastball. 3-2 pitch. Runners on the move here. And he walks him. The bases are loaded. Here's Reggie Jackson's 0 for 3. I'll take a look at something here. No, he's just letting him in. And Cease's throwing 134 pitches. Here's the pitch here. And strike one. Strike two. Down to the last strike here. Jack trying to stay alive. Here's the 2-2. Drives at the right. This is play for a Lou. This ball game's over. And this series is over. Georgia celebrating, winning the series. A 5-hit shutout for Dylan Cease. A 1-0 final. And congratulations to Georgia, who's going to wind up moving to the Casey Stengel League Championship Series as they win their series in 6 games. What a beautiful pitching performance for Dylan Cease. A tremendous pitching performance. Wow, that was unexpected there for Dylan Cease. Ed Walsh pitched great, but not great enough as Dylan Walsh outdid him. And no need for bullpens. There were no home runs in this game, even though the ball was blowing out today. Just a solid pitching performance all around for both pitchers. But that one run in the bottom of the first, with the bases loaded and one out, proved to be sufficient. As Georgia wins 1-0, Pennsylvania no runs, just 5 hits and no errors. 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error. The winning pitcher is Dylan Cease. A complete game victory. Oh, a complete game victory, complete game shutout. He goes 1-0. Eddie Walsh, the losing pitcher. Tough luck. I mean, he was their main starter this year, and he pitched really well today. Just that one run sort of did them in. 8 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, no homers. The loss and the complete game. Really unfortunate there. Dylan Cease, 9 innings, 5 hits, no runs, no earned. 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, no home runs, obviously. The win, the complete game, and a shutout to boot. So the final score, a 1-0 win for Georgia. Congratulations to them as they win the series, the divisional series between, they defeat Pennsylvania in a divisional series 4-2. Obviously, Dylan Cease player of the game. Frank Thomas named Series MVP after batting 348 with a 483 on base percentages, no home runs, five RBIs, scored on, but he got on base a lot. And he really got going after game number in this series, especially. But he started getting base a lot, started driving in some runs. Of course, they're going to need some home runs from him at some point. He has driven in 12 runs. He has one home run, but he really got his bat going. And full marks from him in the win. And just a great win for Georgia. Georgia wins the series 4 games to 2. And the series MVP is Frank Thomas. So congratulations for Georgia as they move another rung up as they try to get closer to win their second world title. And we'll find out if that's going to be the case, but we're a little bit further away from that. So there's one game 6 contest that winds up having the series ended. Tomorrow we'll get a chance to see in the Connie Mack League if Puerto Rico, Venezuela, Texas, and Cuba are going to wind up seeing a game 7, or are those series going to end tomorrow as well? Well, on behalf of yours truly, thank you for viewing and listening to this game between Pennsylvania and Georgia. Please follow us on our World Baseball Association page. Please subscribe, it always helps. And leave a comment if you have positive or negative feedback to provide. Everything is appreciated. I would like everybody to thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Take care. See you next time. And as always, keep smiling. Bye, everybody.